If you are looking to move to Colombia, if you are looking to work remotely in Colombia, if you are looking to date long term in Colombia, or you want to start a business in Colombia, this is going to be a good video for you. I have a special guest today. Follow along.
Hey, you watching, man? Right now, you're watching DC Born Rob on YouTube.
Okay, let's try this again. Okay, and
Hey,
I say let's try
baby.
this again, folks. I have a special guest that I had to call back and get him on the phone again. Today, I have Where's Wes on the show. Welcome, Wes.
Thank you, Rob. Man, I'm bummed the first one didn't film, but I mean, technology, man, it is what it is.
I know we spend so much time, and it's like I said, it's like driving the wrong direction for 30 minutes, man. You should have heard me cursing in here. Well, you probably didn't. Anyway, everybody, again, I told you I had a special guest. I asked Where's Wes to jump on with me because he has something that he wanted to introduce to you. We spoke about it a week or so ago, and I know that so many of you guys are actually going down, not just for the weekend or for the week. You guys are going down to live, retire. You want to stay there for a while. You want to meet a special someone. You need to find an apartment. You need to find a home. You need to start a business. If you need any of what I just listed and 10 times as much information, Wes has this information. Can you explain to us what I'm talking about, Wes?
Sure thing. Yeah. So I've been here for about 3.5 years now. I came here. I've done everything, right? I've gotten scammed for $3,000 by a real estate agency. I've gotten scammed by immigration lawyer for about $500. I've been in good relationships. I've been in bad relationships. I'm now married to an amazing woman from Manizales. I opened a business. I sold the business a year ago, and I've pretty much done it. I've lived in like 4 or 5 apartments here in Colombia, and pretty much I know what it's like coming to this country without knowing any Spanish, not knowing anybody, and trying to build a life for yourself. It's very difficult. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. So I recently made an online course to make that process a lot easier, to avoid getting scammed, avoid getting drugged, avoid all of the errors that I made. And so you can get the lifestyle that most people want, right? Coming here, most people want to find a good woman, settle down, and be able to live a nice, comfortable life on like a fourth of the budget.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so for everybody, and I guess I should have started this from the beginning, but if you're not familiar with Where's Wes, then you probably don't go to Colombia. But if you do go to Colombia, you would see Where's Wes already. That's the name of his YouTube channel, and he gives a lot of good information on it too. So again, if you're looking to get married, you're looking to meet a woman, you're looking to, well, we mentioned something last time. We're going to keep that one out of this one. If you're looking for the women, if you're looking for what part of town is best, or which town do you want to stay in, which is better for a newcomer, learning language, meeting family, all this good information, he's got it in one piece. He's got an online course. And before we even go over the amount, I want him to give you, we've already talked about it a little bit, but Wes, give us your elevator pitch in 30 seconds or 45 seconds. Why should somebody buy this course?
Sure. There's a lot of people and a lot of other YouTubers that come to Colombia and try to sell you this dream, that the women are a certain way, life is great here, it's super safe, all of those things. And most of it are lies. The reason for that is because most people who come to Medellin get enamored with the city and decide that they want to live here after being here for a week. But 90% of expats that live here or make that decision end up going back because they didn't have the right expectations. They got robbed, they got scammed, they just didn't know what to expect. So this course is to help you better understand what the culture is like here, because most of the other people who make courses, or, after I made mine, people are doing it now, almost none of them speak Spanish. Almost none of them actually integrated to the culture, so they don't know what it's like. So I want to make the process as easy as possible so you know what to do, what red flags to avoid. Because I got scammed for everything, like $3,500. And if you can avoid all of that, so you just come here, live peacefully. I think that's what everybody wants, right?
Exactly. And like I said, I wouldn't bring Wes on and if this was something that I would not spend my money on. Okay. Before I move there, this is something that I will spend my money on. Okay. Because I don't want to get got. I didn't create that term. It's been around since I was a kid, but it's become useful in Colombia because a lot of people get got daily. I mean, we the last few stories I've done, recent people missing, people being found, people being arrested, people being extradited. Colombia has its challenges. So does the United States. So does Switzerland. So does Canada. I mean, everybody has their own. So for those that say, and some people are going to say, because I got comments today, it's too dangerous. What do you say to that?
Yes and no. It's more dangerous than the US, but if you know how to move, and certain cities are different as well, right? For example, the problem with Medellin, I'll give you guys some games. So the problem with Medellin is that you can get got at any point because of how the roads are. Everything's really tight. There's a lot of motos everywhere. You can get robbed at any point because there's two guys on a moto. They pull up to you and then boom, 1 minute or less, you get robbed. The thing with Bogota is that there's more intense crime there, but it's more concentrated in certain areas. And a lot of the nicer areas, because the malls are so far from the roads, when you're walking around, there's a less chance getting robbed because you're not as close to like the main road. In Cali's great for dancing, but it's even the most dangerous, and it depends on what bar you're in, right? But if I'm being honest, a lot of the times people get into trouble here is because they go out looking for it, right? Most people come here looking for women. If you want to look for a woman, if you want to enjoy that scene, there are places for it. There are brothels, there are massage parlors. Men are like, no, I'm going to pick up a girl from a street. What's the worst that could happen? I'm going to pick up a girl from a bar. What's the worst that can happen? And they end up getting robbed and stuff. So I would say that Colombia is dangerous if you're looking for trouble. If you know how to move with the information I provide on my course, if you know where to go, it's not going to be that bad.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I don't get robbed here in Houston. I just don't. I can't remember the last time I got this. Well, I get little gots, put your card in the ATM in Paris and the money don't come out. I get got like that. Little simple things, but not like getting drugged. I mean, that's a major concern. And I get the fear that some of the guys have for going down because, I mean, the last couple of times I went, the last time I went, I was single. So, I'm sitting at the bar talking to somebody and they buy me a drink and a girl comes over here next to me. Whoop, that drink's gone. I know I can't. No, I'll drink at home.
Exactly.
Or her to drink with me. I can't get got. Okay. I cannot. Right. I just, because now I'm going to have to do a video on it. And I don't want to do that.
And it's funny because you were saying how like Colombia is dangerous, but I'm like, it's good for you because that's your bread and butter for your channel, bro.
Yeah, no, I don't put out negative things. I put out things I think
the news. It's the news.
I mean, knowledge is power. And if you don't know certain things are going on and you're going over there, if I'm going to a certain club, I need to go over that club, and I tell somebody, and a friend of mine goes, Rob, you don't want to go over there on a Friday night. No, that's whatever night.
Exactly.
Somebody needs to let you know what's going on. So I've just shifted to doing all news and just reading. I'm not making up the news stories. I'm taking the news stories from Colombia News and reading it back and then adding some video to it also. But you need to know. I think guys and gals, 5% of the girls, will probably watch both of us. You probably get more women because you have a wife, but I'm single and my guys want to go down. Guys are going to go regardless. We get
100%.
They're going to go regardless. I mean, it is like my best saying about Medellin is, it's the only place in the world where you get drugged, robbed, and book your return flight all in the same day.
Yeah.
It could be a war in the street. Guys are going to go. I mean, I'm living over, so I don't have that, like we spoke earlier, I don't have that need anymore. So if I need something, I can go get it. But it's not like I'm going to be walking the streets at 2:00 in the morning by myself, wandering, trying to make a deal. And that's where guys get caught up trying to be cheap. Why are you trying to be cheap with your life?
Yes. I don't know if you've seen it, but a lot of the expats that are here are kind of like penny pinchers. If you go on the expat page, they complain about every little thing. Everything's expensive. Gringo price this, Gringo price this. Unfortunately, economics is supply and demand, right? We've talked about gentrification in the other video. Rent is going up in Medellin because there's a lot of people coming and a lot of people paying those prices, right? And you can sit here and complain about it, or if you know exactly what to do, which areas to look, and I talk about that in my course, then you won't get those gringo prices. But I don't think it's fair that gringos come here, not try to learn the language or how the culture is, expecting to get local prices. If you don't act like a local, you act like a gringo, And something I wanted to say too is that now the anti-gringo sentiment is pretty strong. There's an anti-gentrification movement going on in Medellin right now. There's a lot of people that are like, because gringos are known for coming for sex tourism. It is what it is. They're coming for partying and everything, but sex tourism is a big one. So the locals are getting fed up with it. And a lot of times Colombians try to stay away from foreigners. And it's not because they hate us or anything, but if you see like yourself, single American guy who's in Colombia, who's in Medellin, in Barquilleras, why is he there? There's a 90% chance that he's there for the women, right? So it's just like it's just kind of how it is now. You know, Medellin, and being a gringo in Medellin is not amazing anymore, like it was maybe 7-8 years ago, where you had like a privilege, but now you're just seen as another gringo. So if you know how to move, you know how to meet friends, you know how to talk to people, you'll be fine. Otherwise, you're just going to be a target for most of Colombians, you know?
Exactly. Fish in a barrel. And I'm a firm believer that you get gringo prices because you can't speak the language.
Bingo. Yep. Yeah.
If you can't negotiate, you know, and again, let me go back to being cheap, because I know for a fact people go in Gustos and look around and go, you talk, and then come outside and start bargaining with somebody on the street. Because that's what they out there on the street. There are groups of them that hang around the stairs of Gustos because they know you're going to come stumbling out of there, and they're watching. Somebody's always watching. So if you want these hints, tips, and tricks, you need to reach out to my man Wes here. He's got it covered. Now, this is not the only time you're going to hear about this right now, but if you want to move to Medellin, Colombia, and again, if I'm going to get behind something, I get behind it wholeheartedly. So we're going to do a few videos, or I'll do a few commercials on this also. But you guys need to know that if you want to go down and you want to move, spend the money. Now, before we find out how much money it is too, in the whole scheme of things, how much can you save? So let's look at it that way. Yeah. By just buying his course one time, you can avoid getting got for $500, for $1,000, for $2,000 over here, for rent, for trying to find a theater. All this information, or need an attorney. He's got all this information all ready to go. Right. So I'm going to let you take it away, Wes. You tell us all the subsections that are in there and how much it's going to cost.
Cool. Yeah. So the whole complete course, the way I'm selling it is I have a complete course where it has all the sections, but the dating section and then the business and real estate section, those are going to be available separately if you're just interested in that. But in the main course, I go over which city is right for you. And I talk about all the big cities, even the ones that aren't as popular yet, right? So I live in Manizales. I talk about Manizales, Medellin, Bogota. I also talk about Barranquilla, Santa Marta, Cali, Pereira, Armenia, all the cities that most people go to. Talk about safety. I'll talk about how to get a Colombian visa. And I actually have a lawyer contact that can help you with all those things. I talk about how to set up your life, how to get a bank account, how to get a SIM card, where to buy furniture, where to buy electronics, how to get an apartment, how to negotiate for an apartment, right? I talk about how to learn Spanish, how do you meet people, and the big ones I imagine is like dating, right? I have a section, it's 11 different lessons just on dating. Archetypes of women, what to expect on a date, what do you do when you meet the family? Why is there a big single mom problem here in Colombia, and how to manage that, how to find a wife, how to get married, in the best cities, and how to meet women. And in regards to like business, I had a business here. So I talk about how to make a business, the whole entire process, what kind of business I think will do well in Colombia. And I interview a couple of people who had a business. So we talk about the challenges of that. And the last one is real estate. I've been making a lot of real estate videos lately. And I talk about investment strategies, investing in Bogota versus Medellin, which are some good areas to look at. What are our future projections for the future? And I also do an interview with someone who bought in Medellin to tell them to talk about their experience and what the process was like. So all of that, the regular course costs $497 or like $500. But if you use the code DCRob, you're going to get $150 off your course. So it comes out to around $350. And to some people who may say that, oh, that's a lot of money. And through my experience, I gotten scammed in real estate for $3,000 for working with a bad agency. I've gotten scammed from an immigration lawyer for $500. And I know a bunch of other men who got robbed and drugged because they got involved with the wrong girl, who lost thousands of dollars, their laptop, their passport, credit cards, all of those things. So I'm just doing my best, talking from my own experience, to have people avoid all that. And yeah, that's why I think this course is valuable.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Well, there you go, guys. You also get a personal consultation with Wes as well.
Yes,
but this is something that you need to look into. And again, $350. I pay that in a minute. And I don't have. It's not like I have money rolling around here, because I don't have money rolling around here. But I find money that I need, and this is something. If you want to live there, then this is something I think that is needed. So don't just go down there blind. The reason that most people watch our videos anyway is to figure out information before they go down. That's the reason I do what I do is because at this point, the reason I continue on is because I get so much positive feedback that they have helped them learn about the experience they're getting ready to have or possibly have. And ultimately just to go and come back and come back safely. So that's my goal. But for those who want to move there and find out, because we had this in our last conversation, can you live on $1,200 a month? Can you live on $1,500, $2,000? What cities do you want to live in? All that information he's going to go over, and he's got videos too to accompany it. So you get the video and the text information; it's all there. So I'm a believer in it already. So, and he's doing me a favor by giving you $150 off. So I say jump on it. Only time will tell. But so we'll make sure I'll make sure the information is in the description of this video, and the links and everything will be there so you can reach out to Wes directly. But remember, you can see him any day on YouTube as Where's Wes. Wes, did you want to end on anything else?
I just want to say that Colombia is like the new land of opportunity, right? There's a lot of foreigners moving here. There's a lot of opportunity with real estate and business. There's a lot of things moving, right? But because of that, gringos have a target on their back because Colombians know gringos have the money, right? So if you come here naive, not knowing what to do, you're like the perfect target to get robbed or scammed or any of that stuff. So it's best to avoid all of that. I think Colombia is amazing. I'm really happy with my life here. But like you said, information is king. And if you know what you're getting into, you can better make a decision.
Exactly. And I'll be back soon, hopefully next month. So not sure if you'll, because I know you run around too, but we'll catch up when I get there. But anyway, thanks so much, Wes, for coming on. And hopefully, viewers, you get a benefit out of this also. And I think $350 is nothing if you are moving there. Just think, how much is your flight going to cost? I mean, just think about it. How much information, how much money can you save in the long run? And that's what I'm about. So I appreciate it again for coming on, Wes. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it, man.
Okay, well, we'll talk soon. We're going to jump out now, guys. You got the information. I want you guys to travel, but travel safe. Headed to Medellin, Colombia? See my guy Andres with Nomad Travel for safe airport pickups and drop-offs and tours. Contact information in the description below. If you're in Medellin and you need dental work done, from a basic cleaning to major reconstructive surgery, come see my guy, Dr. Carlos Maury. Contact information in the description below. Join me on social media. I am DC Born Rob Official on Instagram. I am DC Born Rob Official 1 on TikTok. I am DC Born Rob O on Twitter. Don't be like this guy right here.
You're just so stupid. I had to send you a video to let you know that you're so stupid.
That's right. Don't be like this guy right here. Join me on social media.
Dating in Colombia can be confusing for foreign men. Plus, dating in Colombia can be outright dangerous. With ChicaCheck, you can date with confidence by screening your date first for past issues. Visit ChicaCheck.co and create your free account today.